Hi, and thanks for joining me for the class today. So today's class is focused on our core control movements, but we're also going to bring in some glute and abdominal strengthening as well. So today we're going to use the resistance band just to add an extra variety and challenge to our movement as well. And we're going to start the class in standing and warm up, and then we're going to come down onto our backs and then onto our sides as well today. So I hope you enjoy the class. Remember, always work to a level that you feel comfortable with, because most importantly, we want you to enjoy the class. Okay, so when you're ready, grab your band and let's get started. Okay, so if you've got your band, we'll use that in a minute between our hands, so just keep hold of that for a second. We're just going to begin by finding that starting position. So we're going to bring those toes apart and those heels apart, so those feet at that hip width distance. Just to start with, we're going to transfer that weight onto the front of your toes and then back onto your heels. So just nice and slowly forwards and back, just looking to find that midpoint between those two movements. So our weight's going nice and evenly down through those feet. Good. Knees are nice and soft, not locked back. Hands up onto your pelvis. Very gently, we're going to tilt that pelvis forward and then tilting it back. So just a gentle movement forwards and back. Just looking to find that midpoint between those two movements. So we're in that nice neutral position. Good. Those ribs are nice and soft, collarbones wide, and that neck nice and long and lifted. Well done. So we're going to bring the band in between our hands. So have the hands about shoulder width apart, and we're going to float those hands up to shoulder height here. Good. Now we're going to do our bow and arrow stretch. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, I'm going to reach one hand round and back, pulling that band back, looking round, and then folding forwards. Good. And again, opposite arm, reaching that arm round and back and forwards. So we're pulling that band round and back, looking around with that head and folding forwards. Good. Breathing out, reaching back, breathing in as you fold back. Good. And again, breathing out, reaching back, breathing in as you fold back. Lovely. And again, alternating sides, around and back. Good. Reaching around and fold back. Good. And again, reaching around and fold back. Good. Reach around and folding back. Lovely. Opening out through that chest, using those arms, pulling that band around and back. Good. One more each side. Reaching around, folding back, reaching around and folding back. And then we're going to float those arms back down. Well done. Okay, so we're going to go into a few squats here. So we're going to keep those feet that hip width distance apart, and we're going to sink that bottom back down behind you as if you've got a chair behind you. So we're going to drop that bottom back and lifting up. Good, so knees staying that hip width distance apart. We're going to drop down, lift up. Okay, so we're going to bring those hands in if you can. So band still between those hands. We're just going to raise that up and down. So raising up to that shoulder height and lowering down. Good, and again, dropping down and lifting up. Good. Drop down and lifting up. Lovely. And again, drop down and lift up. Dropping down and lifting up. Well done. Now on this next one, we're going to drop down and we're going to hold that here. We need to bring those arms a little bit wider, and we do a little shoulder row, going back and forwards. And again, shoulder row back and forwards. Now if you can, extra challenge, we're going to come up onto those heels as we do it and down. Up on those heels and down. Good. Up on the heels and down. 5 more. We go 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. Coming back and lifting back up. Well done, very good. Okay, so we're going to have a little stretch again here. So band still between our hands, and we're going to raise those hands up towards the ceiling. So we can do a little round the world stretch here. So we're going to just reach over to one side with that band, and I want you to come around in a big circle, and we're going to lift back up to that start. Opposite side, we're going to drop down, little side stretch, and we're going to come around in that big circle, and then back up to that start. Good. Opposite way again, we're going to drop over, come around in that circle, and then back up. Lovely. Again, opposite side, reach over. Come around and down, that big circle around, back up to the ceiling. Good, dropping over, opposite side. Come around in that circle, and then reaching back up. Well done. And again, reaching over. Come around in that circle, and then lifting up. Well done. One more each side. So we're going to drop down. Come around in that circle again, and lifting back up to the ceiling. Last time, reaching over. Come around in that circle, and then back up to the ceiling again. Well done. float those arms back down. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to come side on so you can see me a little bit more clearly. We have our hands, our feet that hip width distance apart, band still between those hands here. And I just want you to, with one leg, we're going to reach the leg back. At the same time, we're going to reach those hands forward and then back. So squeezing that bottom, reach that leg back, forwards. Good, and again, reaching back and forwards. Now, if that's comfortable, we can go a little bit further, reaching the arm and leg away a little bit further. So we're going to reach away, if you can, reaching forwards and fold back. Good, and again, reaching forwards and fold back. So keep the knee you're standing on nice and soft. It's working hard to support you, balancing that side. But if that feels too much to go all the way, just go reaching back to where you can. Okay, and again, so breathe out, reach away. Breathe in, fold back. Breathing out, reaching away. Breathe in, fold back. Well done, last few. And back. And again, reaching away. Fold back, one more time. Reaching away. And back, very good. Okay, let's do the same on the other side. So opposite leg just starting, we're going to reach back with that leg, reach the arm forward and down. And again, reaching forwards, back with the leg. Well done. So we can progress that, remember, just lifting a little bit further, just to where you can, and then fold back. So this knee is standing on nice and soft, controlling that movement. Good. Reaching away and back. And again. And back. Good. And back. Lovely. Last few. And back. Good. Reaching the hands and that leg away. Well done. Let's do one more time. And folding back. Well done. Very good. Okay, so let's do a few roll downs here. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. I've got no tension on my band. You can just drop it down onto the floor if you want to. And then on that out breath, we're going to gently come back up into standing. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Take a breath in at the end there. As you breathe out, gently restacking that spine back up into standing. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, curling down, rolling those hands down towards the floor. Breath in at the end there. Then as you breathe out, slowly lifting back up into standing. Good. One last time, breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Breath in at the end there. Then as you breathe out, gently restacking back up into standing and relaxing those shoulders. Well done. Okay, so we're going to come down onto our mats, onto our backs, and continue the class from there. Okay, so we're going to continue down onto our backs. So have your band ready and we'll use that in a second. We're just going to have our feet and knees that hip width distance apart. Just to start with, I want you to tilt that pelvis forwards and back, just looking to find that midpoint between those two movements. So in that nice neutral position. Those ribs are nice and soft, collarbones wide, and that neck nice and long and lifted from there. Well done. So I'm just going to bring one foot up and I'm going to place my band around my foot here and I'm going to straighten this leg out. So we're going to go into our one leg circles. I'm just going to keep a little bit of tension onto that band, my elbows down onto the mat, and we're going to come round in a circle, controlling that movement as I circle that leg around, that movement coming from that hip, and we're moving through gently as I'm circling around. So breathing in and out, don't hold your breath as we're moving our leg around. Now that circle can be as big or small as you like, just as long as you're controlling that movement. So if you're feeling like your pelvis is rolling or rotating with your leg, just make that movement a little bit smaller so you control it a little bit better. Well done. Breathing in and out. Good. Controlling that movement around. Lovely. Now let's go in the opposite direction. So changing direction, moving around. Good. And go around and back. Lovely. Controlling that movement around. Well done. Last few here. Good. Circling that leg around, moving, just mobilising through that hip. Well done. Circling that leg around. Good. Let's do one more. and then coming back to that start. Now keep that leg lifted, and we're going to just switch sides, so pop the opposite foot through that band. It's easier to do that in the air. Then we're going to keep that leg straight, opposite leg, we're going to do the same again. So we're going to come around in that circle. Remember, just as big as you feel you can control, as we're moving that leg around, circling from that hip, that movement's coming from. Good. Not holding your breath, so breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Good. Circling that leg around. Well done. Keeping that pelvis nice and level, keeping that control. Good. Okay, let's change direction. So moving around, opposite way. Well done. Keeping that control. Moving from that hip. Well done. Breathing in and out. Good. And again, breathing in and out. Lovely. Let's do one last one. And then coming back to the start. Now keep that leg raised, and we're going to bring the other leg to join it and pop that into that band as well. And we're going to have both legs straight. Still a little bit of tension on that band. We do some little windscreen wipers. So I want you to imagine your feet are those windscreen wipers, and we're just going to go across the body slightly, and then back over and across to the other side. Good, so it's not a huge movement, we're just side to side. Good, gently coming back up, side to side. Now keep that tummy nice and flat. Well done. Bring those legs over, back forwards and over to the opposite side. Good, breathe out as you bring them across. Breathe in as you bring them back. Good. Well done. Slowly coming back, last few. Wiping across, well done. Over the other side, lovely. And again. And back, well done. Over one more each side. Slowly coming back, opposite side. And then back to that start, well done. And then we're just going to bring those legs down into that tabletop position. So I'm going to still keep my feet around that band. I'm going to still hang on to my hands here, elbows down onto the side. So I'm going to go into like a one leg stretch movement. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, I want you to lengthen one leg away. Good. And then we're going to fold that leg back in. We're going to alternate. So opposite leg, reaching away and fold back. Good. And again, alternating sides and folding back. So that tension is going to come off the opposite leg as you reach away and fold back. Good. So breathing out as you reach away. Breathe in as you fold back. Breathe out as you reach away. Breathe in to fold back. Good. And again. Folding back. Keep going here. Reaching away and folding back. And again. Reaching away and fold back. Well done. And again. Reach away and fold back. Reaching away, good, and fold back. Lovely. Reach away and fold back. Well done. Reaching away and folding back. Lovely. A few more here. Nice and control. Make sure you're not letting that back arch or that pelvis up. We're keeping that control as we're reaching the leg away and folding back. Well done. And again, reaching away and folding back. Good. Breathing out. Breathe in to fold back. Well done. Breathing out. Breathe in to fold back. Very good. And again, reaching away and folding back. Well done. Reaching away and fold back. One more each side. Reaching away and fold back. Good. Reach away and folding back. Well done. Okay, so we're just going to lower one leg down to the floor. I'm going to keep one foot around the band here. So I'm just going to place the band with my hand sort of so it's a single leg. I'm going to straighten this leg out. So my hands are extended now up towards the ceiling. And we're going to take a breath in here. Now as we breathe out, I'm going to lower this leg down to the ground and I'm going to lift my head into a little bit of abdo prep here. Good. And then I want you to lower back down. Good. So and again, breathing out, lifting into that abdo prep, lowering the leg, controlling back down. Good. And again, breathing out, lifting, lowering, and down. Good, now let's do 8 more here. So we're going to lower down, 8, and control back. Good. And 7. And down, well done. 6. 5. 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. Lowering that head back down, well done. We're going to bring that leg back to that tabletop position, and let's switch around in the air, so opposite leg lifted, and we're going to straighten that leg out. I'm going to bring my hands together here, extended above my head, and we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to lower that leg down, lift that head into that abdo prep, and then lowering down. Well done. And again, lowering that leg, lifting just that little bit into abdo prep, and lowering down. Well done. And again, breathing out as you lift up. Breathing as you lower down. Good. Breathing out as you lift up. Breathing as you fold back. Good. Let's do 8 more. So we're going to go 8. Good. 7. 6. 5. 4, very good, keep going here. 3, 2, good, and 1. And then lowering that head back down, well done. Bring the tension off that band, and we're going to hook it around from your foot, bring the legs back down to the floor. Well done. Okay, so we're going to bring in our abdominals a little bit more here, and I'm going to use the band between my hands this time. So I'm going to have the band between my hands, about that shoulder width apart. Okay, so feet and knees that hip width distance apart still, my hands above my head to up towards the ceiling. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into a little kind of crisscross movement here. So you take a breath in. As you breathe out, I want you to bring this hand down towards the floor here, and I'm going to lift up across the body, and then I'm going to come back down. Good. Let's alternate sides. So opposite side, bring that hand down, and then folding back. Good. So I'm lowering the hand down towards the mat, the side I'm going towards, and then down. Good. So we're going that little diagonal movement. Good. And down. Well done. And again, lowering down and lifting up. So that little bit of tension through the band. And down. Good. So breathing out. So I'm lifting up. Breathing in as you're lowering. Breathe out. And lowering down. Well done. And again. Good. And back. Lowering that hand down to the mat. And lowering. So that little crisscross movement. Lowering down. Good. And back. Well done. And again. And back. Switching sides. Well done. Hand down. Few more here. Reaching across. And down. Well done. And down. Lovely. Let's do last couple. Lifting across. And down. One last time. Reaching across. And lowering down. Well done. Bring those arms down. Back to the mat. Well done. Very good. Okay, so keeping the band between our hands, we're just going to bring our arm and leg movement together a little bit here. Now, if you can, I want you to float both legs up into that double tabletop position. And I want you to bring your hands up towards the ceiling. So with our hands, just a slight tension through the band, we're going to reach our hands back above your head, keep the legs there, and folding back. Good. Breathe out, taking those arms above your head, folding back, keeping them up towards the ceiling. We're going to keep our hands there, and we'll do some little scissor legs. So we're going to tap one foot down and back, opposite side, back, and again, tap down, up, and again. Good. Now hold those legs there, and then I'm going to reach the arm back, folding in. Good. Breathing out, reaching back, breathing in, fold the arms back, keep them up towards the ceiling, and scissor legs again. So we're going to tap down and up, tap down, up, and again each side. Good. Then hold that tabletop, and then we're going to reach the arms back and forward. So nice control, and again reaching back and forwards. Good. Hold that with our arms, and then we're going to tap into scissor legs again. Good. Tapping down, and again each side. Good. Hold that tabletop, reach the arms back and in. Good. And again, reach those arms back and forward. Hold those arms and those scissor legs again. We're going to tap down and up, tap down. Good. Breathing out, breathe in to fold back. Hold that there, reaching back. Breathing in, folding forwards. Good, and again, reaching back, folding forwards, hold that there, and those scissor legs going to tap down and back. Good, and again each side, tapping that toe down. Now hold that position, last one, reaching back and forwards, and again, reaching back and forwards, hold those arms there, last little set of scissor legs, we're going to tap down, back up, tap down, back up, and again each side. Very good. And then one at a time, float those legs back down and then bring those arms down as well. Well done. So let's bring those knees in, have a little hug, pop that band to the side for a second and just stretch out through that back. Well done. So take a few nice deep breaths in and out here. On that out breath, if you can, relax down into that stretch. Good. And again, breath in and out, relaxing down. Well done. And again, breath in and out. And just relaxing down from here. Very good. Well done. Okay, so we're going to come onto our side to do a little side series now. So if you come around onto your side, so we've got the option here of either coming onto our elbows or using a block. So if you're more comfortable, you can come down onto your block here, or we can stay up onto our elbows. And we're going to grab our bands and just pop that around our foot here. So we're going to pop that around that top leg. So you can either lie down onto your side if that's more comfortable, or we're going to come onto the elbow here just to work that upper body just a little bit. So I'm going to have my hand resting on the hip here, and I'm going to bring this top leg up to that hip height and my lower leg just bent for a little bit of stability. So we're going to go into our side kick movement. So we're going to glide the leg forwards and then glide it back. So keeping that little bit of tension on that band as we're gliding forwards, gliding back. Good, so I'm kind of into that little C curve here with my upper body, if you're on your elbow. Just challenging that upper body slightly here as well. But if that feels too much, just come down onto your side and head resting onto the block. Good, so gliding forwards, gliding back. Well done, and again, gliding forwards, gliding back. Keeping that control, well done. Glide forwards and gliding back, well done. Gliding forwards, gliding back. Very good. And again, gliding forwards, gliding back. Well done. Now we do one more here. Glide forwards, glide back, come back to that center, and then we're going to lift that leg up and around in a circle. So we're going to do a little one leg circle again, similar to what we did on our back. So moving around, still breathing. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Breathing in and out. Circling that leg around. Well done. Lovely. One more circle here. Good. Coming back down. And then we're going to lift and lower. Good. Let's do 8 more here. So we're going to go 8, 7. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3. Good. 2 and 1. And then lowering that leg down, take that tension off the band. And we're going to come down now onto our sides here. So we'll keep the band just there for a minute and we're going to have a little stretch out. So have your head just resting on the front of that block, arms out in front, and we can just do a nice little arm opening stretch here. So we're going to lift up through this top arm, open out through that chest, follow that head just rolling on that block, looking round and back, and then slowly forwards. Good. And again, lifting up, opening around through that chest, looking round and back, and then gently coming forwards. Good. And again, lift up through that top arm, opening out through that chest, looking round and back, and then slowly forwards. Good. And again, lift up through that top arm, opening out through that chest, and then gently back. Well done. And again, reaching that arm around and back, just following with that head, rolling on that block, and gently back. So don't pull through your shoulder too much, bend the elbow if you need to, just rolling round and back and forward. So just a nice gentle movement, rotating through that upper spine, opening out through that chest. Good. And again, lifting up, opening around and back and forwards. Good. Lovely. We'll just do the last couple here. Lifting up through that top arm, opening around and back and forwards. Well done. One last time. And then folding back. Well done. Very good. Okay, so let's come round onto the other side. So we'll bring our block with us to use it in a minute. So you can either lay down onto your side as we did before, or we're going to come onto our elbows, so it's up to you. We're going to use that band placed around that top leg. Okay, around that foot there. So we can use that top hand. Lower leg bent just for that little bit of stability, and if you want to we can come up onto our elbow here, that kind of slight C curve of that upper body. If that feels too much though, come down onto your mat and just rest your head onto the block. Okay, so we're going to start with that side kick movement again here, so a little bit of tension through that band. I'm just resting my hand onto my hip here, and I'm going to glide the leg forwards and then gliding it back. Good, and again gliding forwards and gliding back. So nice and control, glide forward, gliding back. We're just coming, if you're onto that elbow, just working that upper body a little bit as we're maintaining that position. Good, and again, so gliding forwards, gliding back. So keeping that top leg, that hip height level as you glide forwards and glide back. Well done. Glide forwards and gliding back. Very good. Gliding forwards and back. Nice and control. Good. Just working those glutes. Working through that core as well. Well done. Very good. Gliding forwards, gliding back. One more here. And back. Well done. Then coming back to that centre, we'll do some little one leg circles. So we're going to come round in that circle and back. Good. So controlling that movement, circling around. Well done. Good. Moving gently through, circling that leg. Controlled circles. Well done. And let's do one more circle, coming around and back. And then we're going to lift and lower, as we did before. Good. Let's do 8 more. So we're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then lowering that leg down, take that tension off through the band. Well done. Okay, so we're going to come down onto our backs here, oh sorry, our sides even, and just drop down onto that block. If you've got that there, just head resting on it, arms out in front, and then go into our arm opening stretch. So we're going to lift up through this top arm, opening out round and back, following that head, just rolling on that block, and then slowly coming back. Good, so just lifting up through that top arm, opening out through that chest, looking round and back, and then gently forwards. Good, and again reaching away, opening around and back and forward. So again, don't pull through that shoulder too much, just bend that elbow if you need to. We're just rotating around through that upper body and forwards, and again lift up through that top arm, opening out round and back and forwards, and again lift up through that top arm, following that head round and back, and then gently forwards. Good, and again lift up through that top arm, coming around and back, and then slowly forwards. Good, and again that head just rolling on that block, and then gently forwards. Good. Just do the last few here, rotating through. Good, and back. Let's do one more time, going around and back, and then gently back to that start. Well done. Okay, so we're going to come round onto our backs from here. So just pop that block back down. We'll use our bands again in a minute, but so if you just bring them with you. So we're going to come down onto our backs from here. So again, feet and knees that hip width distance apart to start with. Just tilt that pelvis again forwards and back. Just finding that midpoint here. Those ribs nice and soft, collarbones wide. Okay, so we're just going to cool down here with our little arm and leg stretch, just to lengthen through the body. And we're going to float our hands up towards the ceiling. And I want you to reach one arm back behind you. At the same time, we're going to reach the opposite leg away along the floor and fold back. Good. So we're going to alternate sides, reaching opposite arm, opposite leg, and fold back. I want you to really think about what's happening through that centre. Make sure your ribs aren't flaring. We're keeping that control as you're reaching arm and leg away and fold back. So you shouldn't feel that upper back lifting, keeping that connection between those ribs and those hip bones. Good, so we're going to breathe out as we lengthen away, breathe in as you fold back. So you can either slide that leg along the mat or just hover it above and folding back, so it's up to you. So reaching away and fold back, good. breathing out. Breathe in to fold back. So just a nice gentle stretch, just lengthening through the body, just gently stretching out where we've worked. Well done. And again, reaching away and folding back. Good. And again, reaching away and fold back. Well done. And again, lengthening away and fold back. Good. Reaching away and fold back. Good. Breathing out as you lengthen. Breathe in as you fold back. Breathe out as you lengthen. Breathe in as you fold back. Well done. And again. And folding back. Good. And again, reaching away and fold back. Let's do one more each side. Reaching away and folding back. Well done. Last time. And then bring those arms back and float back down onto the mat. Well done. So arms down by your side or out to the side of you. We're going to drop those knees over to one side. Turn your head to the opposite side if you can, just opening out through that spine. Use those toe muscles to bring those knees back up and then over to the opposite side. So opening out through that spine. Use those toe muscles coming back up and over to the opposite side. So we're just rotating here side to side, just gently drop those knees over, turning that head, rotating slowly. And then coming back up and over to that opposite side. Well done. So just dropping side to side from here, rotating through that spine. Good, and back up. And again, drop those knees over and gently coming back up. Good, and again. And let's do one more each side. Drop those knees over, rotating through that spine. Coming back up and over to that opposite side. Well done. And then bring those knees back up and those hands back down by your side. Good. So let's just stretch out through our bottom muscles here. So we're going to put one foot onto the opposite knee. Allow that leg just to relax open there. If that's enough of a stretch, then just stay there. Or if you can, we're going to bring the other leg up and towards you, just as far as you feel comfortable. And then we're going to hold this stretch here. So just take a few nice deep breaths in and out. On that out breath, if you can, just relax down into that stretch. Good. And again, breath in. And on that out breath, just gently relaxing down into that stretch there. Well done. And again, breathing in and out. Good. And again, breath in and out. Just relaxing down into that stretch. Well done. Good. Holding that there. And then we'll just gently lower that leg back down. Let's do the same on the other side. So opposite foot onto the other knee. Allow that leg just to relax open here. If that's enough of a stretch, again, just stay there. Or if you can, we're going to bring the other leg up and towards you, just as far as you feel comfortable. And we're going to hold this stretch here. So again, we're going to breathe in and out. And relaxing down into that stretch. Well done. And again, breath in and out. And just relaxing down. Good. We're going to hold this here, breathing in and out. Good. And again, breathing in and out. Good. Holding that stretch. Well done. Good. Lengthening through. And just lowering that leg back down. Okay, so we're going to grab that band again, put it nearby. We're going to just use it to help stretch out through our hamstrings. So I'm going to put the band around one foot again, that knee bent. We're going to just keep that little bit of support here through the hands on that band, and we're going to straighten the leg out and bend it back down. And again, straighten out and bend. So we're just moving that muscle, stretching and easing off. Well done. Stretching and bending. Good. Stretching it out and bending back. Stretch out and bend back. Well done. Last couple here. And back. And again. And back. Now on this next one, we're going to lengthen out. Keep that lengthen. And we're going to lower the leg down and lifting up. So just stretching with that little bit of movement. And up. So just lowering down and lifting up. Lower down and lift up. Well done. Last few. And back up. Well done. And again. And up. Lowering down and back up. One more time. Lowering down and back. Well done. Take that tension off the band. Then we'll switch those feet round. Opposite foot into that band here, and we're going to do some straighten and bends here. So we're going to lengthen out and bend back. Good. And again, lengthen out and bending back. Good. Lengthening and bend back down. Good. Repeating that here. Lengthening through, feeling that stretch as you're lengthening out and back. Well done. Lengthening out and back. Good. And back. Lengthening out and back. One more time. Good. And we're going to lengthen that leg, keep that lengthened, and we're going to lower down and lifting up. Good. Lowering the leg down and lifting up. So just gently stretching through the back of that leg and up. Good. Lowering down, lifting up. Last few here, lowering down and lifting up. Well done. Lower down and lifting up. One more time. And lifting up. Well done. Take that tension off that band. We're going to take that off from the foot. Very good. Okay, so let's just bring those knees in. Have one last quick hug just to stretch out here. Well done. Just breathing in and out. Relax through those shoulders. Well done. Breathing in and out. And lowering those legs down. Very good. So come back up into sitting. So just sitting comfortably onto the mat, either with your legs out in front or your legs crossed, wherever you feel comfortable to do. Just sitting nice and evenly through those sitting bones there. Shoulders nice and relaxed. We're going to have our hands just in front here. We're going to do a little wide stretch. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to reach our hands up and wide and then lower back down. Good. And again, reaching up, thumbs leading back. Good. And down. Good. And again, reaching up and back. Now on this next one, we're going to reach up, bring those hands behind my head and do a little side bend one way and up. Opposite side, reaching over and back. Reach those hands up and lowering down. Well done. And again, lifting up. Bring those hands behind your head, little side bend, dropping over and up. Other side and up. Reach those hands back up and lowering down. Lovely. One more time, reaching up. Bring those hands behind your head, little side bend and up. Other side and up. Reaching those hands up and lowering back down. Well done. Just relaxing those shoulders, few little rolls here. Good. And then just sinking those shoulders down, those shoulder blades down. Well done. Thanks for joining me for the class today. I hope you've enjoyed it and see you again soon.